Three. Hi everybody, welcome back to my new channel. My name is Min and here's my special guest Vivian or AK Nguyen, and today we are talking about a topic that's the struggle as an international student. Live in another country. Let's get started. So my first struggle is not only me, also Vivian, is about finding accommodation. Yeah, this is the most difficult thing when you come into Germany. Because in Germany, housing are not like available for you guys. Is this a thing that you cannot easily find? Or if you have a lot of money, it is not a problem. Yeah, it's not a problem, to be honest. But finding how the affordable price for international student like us, it is a problem. It is so hard for us. And yeah. And do you have a story? Like finding houses when you first came to Germany?
Yeah, of course. I think that every international student they do have to come through with this. Um, at the first beginning, when I was still in my home country, is Vietnam, and I was having a slot for a Studentenwohnheim. Yeah, but the problem here is that my room they don't. They also said that my room does not have any mobilities, and I have to buy all the stuff. So it means that when you move into that room, you don't have anything in that room. It's like a completely empty room, and you have to buy all the stuff about by yourself. At the first beginning, I do think that yeah, I gonna get through that. I can buy all the stuff by myself, and I was thinking it's not very that difficult to do it. But then I realized that those mobility stuff they are really expensive. It's come around like 1,000 euros for everything that included in the room. And the second thing is that I live in the third floor, but I don't have like a elevator in my Wohnheim, so that means that I have to do other stuff by myself. And I was living there for like 2 days. I think guys don't judge me, but I do.
Drama.
Yeah, I
The
just
town
lived
just
there.
drama.
I just lived there for like 2 days, and then my friend said that oh my god, you cannot live in this accommodation, and you have to move somewhere else. And then after 2 days struggle in an empty room, I decided like I have to move. With the help from my friends, who is also a guest from Wafia last episode, is Tuemen, and she said that I have to move because those mobility things is very expensive, and yeah, maybe moving is the best option for me to do. And then after 2 days, I was moving out, and I finding a home and not quite far from my school, but actually it's a little bit expensive, more expensive. But they do have like a bed, or the table, the table chair, like a lot of things, and they do have like enough mobilities for me to use it. Yeah, then I was moving. And I have to be honest that the first 2 days and the first week of living in Germany, I was a little bit depressed because it's quite strange for me, because you know that in Vietnam is actually it's really noisy, and you can always surrounding you is like noise. But when you move into Germany, it's actually really really quiet, and I can't hear any single sounds. So it's quite difficult for me because yeah, it's quite changed.
Yeah,
It's quite
yeah,
strange, you know?
correctly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it is also a thing that I'm not get used to it, and I have to open music. I have always hear music, so in order to avoid this quietness, and the thing that's also I find it struggle is about working with documents.
Paperwork.
What?
Paperwork.
Oh yeah, paperwork. Yeah. I swear to God, I hate doing with documents. Bureaucracy. When you want to do something, you have to prepare all the paper, like 10, 20 papers, like document, and you have to show them every second paper. And yeah, it's just a thing that oh my God, I feel always struggle with. What about you? Do you have experience about doing with documents?
Some country, they do a lot of things like included paperwork through emails and through apps. we also have like an apps for doing everything. Like we do not have to prepare the paperwork
Yeah.
and send it to per post. You mean post? I mean like post like mail. You have to go into like a post and sending paper or something. Yeah, they do not have like an apps for that, and we have to prepare every paper by hands and send it to by post. And it takes a very very long time because when you wait for those posts to like arriving to a university, it's costs around like 5 days or even though 2 weeks, I don't know. Yeah, but it takes a lot of time. But yeah, but it's quite strange for me because I thought that in Germany, like like a top country in all of the world, I think that they do have like some technologies for that. Like they do, like I think that people they would use like very very like smart technology for that, but no, they do all of the things like paper, per post.
It's a struggle that we all have to meet. That's the language barrier. I mean, yeah, language barrier. English is not only the language that you can survive here. You know, for me, it's just also very hard to be honest because I just live here for like a couple months. But there are some people like my friend. They also study in the same class like me. They live in Germany for like 1 or 2 years in Germany or more than that, and they can speak fluently. Yeah, when I study with them, when I talk with them, it's make our communication harder. Yeah. So, and what about you? Do you have the same thought about that?
Problem with language boundaries. Um, as you guys do know that when you guys come to Germany to learn, you have to at least like B1 certificates of German. Yeah, and of course we do have that. We also have like B2 certificate. And at the first beginning, I thought that it's not gonna be that difficult because, yeah, we also have like B2, so we can like communicate.
You're confident.
Yeah, like more normal, like we can communicate in normal days. But it's actually quite different because when we first come here, we have to learn. We have to learn with a lot of people, and those people were like living in Germany for like 2 and 3 years. Then of course, their language and their speaking skill is like higher than us.
Yeah.
They can understand all of the things that teachers said. Yeah, but for us, to be honest, like the first 2 or 4 days living here, I cannot understand like a word that German people they are talking about.
And they
Yeah.
and they also speak with the dialect. I mean, like dialect, guys, dialect. But you know, yeah, I have to be quiet. They speak dialect. Yeah, this is a thing that I don't expect. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on into our fourth. The fourth boundaries is actually about culture boundaries and differences. So what? Yeah. So Wafia, do you have any thought about differences in culture?
I have a lot, to be honest. I have a lot of experience about it. You know, I live in my dorm, and there's like a multiple country in the world. I mean, like India, Yemen, like yeah, Syria, China, a lot, and there are some party or meeting. They are like we are all gathered together, and you know we have fun. You know, but it is very hard for me because I have to know a little bit about the culture. But I think that if we live here for a long time, I think we can get over it. I think we can overcome it. We will have more perspective about it. We don't need to feel afraid about it. Yeah, I think it's good. And do you have like experience about having cultural differences?
I actually, it's quite weird to say, but I actually don't have any difference with culture differences. Because I think that when you are like experience like a culture differences, then that means that you have to like interact with a lot of people from all of the country, all different country. But actually, I have lived here for like 6 months and I'm quite an introvert, so I'm not really like get in touch with those people that were not close enough for me to like experience that. Um, I didn't ask them about what is the difference in culture, but I just experienced this, but not really so much differences, because I'm not actually talk about that. But I do think that one thing I was really noticed about that, for some, especially for German people, I really like this. I really like this because they really appreciate and they really respect. Yeah, they really respect um, your personal space. For example, like I was working at a mini job, and to be honest, in my country, that when you are working, or at least you are working at a mini job or something, when you're done your shift and you're going home, they still like gotten somehow to.
If we are done our shift, we done.
Yeah, yeah. If we're
Don't,
done our shift,
there's
then
no extra work.
yeah, there's no
Yeah.
extra work, and they don't have like the contact or some way to like making in some way to like making in touch with you. But yeah, when you done your work, then it's done. Your personal life and your working is completely different, and they don't get them like mixing together. It's quite of like a culture differences, but I love that. I think that, yeah, culture differences is quite fun too, because like you have more knowledge about people from all around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think that German is always straight. It's always straight.
Yeah, they are really straight.
Very direct.
Or-
Yeah, this is a thing that I also find out is very interesting. Yep.
If they don't like anything, then if German, if they don't like anything, they're gonna talk about it right in front of your face. Like, for example, if they think that your hair look bad today, then they're gonna talk about it. Like, yeah, your hair does not look good today. And if they don't like agree with you on some problem, then they're gonna go straight forward to it. Yeah, and I actually love it because it's quite fun, and we don't have to have like a lot of hiding emotion about that. So it's quite fun. And yeah, I quite love it. I quite love it. But sometimes it's too hard too. It's too hurt myself too. But it's okay. They, yeah, at least they are talking about that in front of your face, not behind your back.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, this is good. This is a good thing to learn. Good thing to learn. This episode is discussion between me and Vivian, and please like, share, and subscribe my channel if you guys have interest. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.